An NYPD officer indicted on charges of allegedly stomping on a man's head, and it was caught on video. Good evening, I'm Christine Johnson.
And welcome back. I'm Maurice Dubois. The alleged assault happened while the man was being handcuffed by other officers.
CBS 2's Alice Gaynor has more from the arraignment at Brooklyn Supreme Court.
37-year-old NYPD officer Joel Edward left the courtroom today surrounded by a group. He's the one in the middle in the gray peacoat. Edward's head was held high, and he made eye contact with the media, but didn't say a word to the cameras. Moments earlier, he pleaded not guilty to third-degree assault, attempted assault, and official misconduct. Back on July 23rd, cell phone video captures 32-year-old Jamil Cuffey on the ground as numerous officers attempt to cuff him in Bed-Stuy. The officers say they saw Cuffey holding marijuana. Cuffey is heard asking for help as bystanders grow louder, and a woman tries to intervene. Prosecutors say also shown is Officer Edward briefly pointing his gun at Cuffey, walking away from the scene of the arrest, then walking back and stomping on Cuffey's head as he lay on the ground.
What is wrong? Look at the officer. We can't do that.
Though outside of court, Officer Edward didn't want to talk. His lawyer did.
What the evidence and what the video will show is an extended period of resisting arrest by the individual, Mr. Cuffey, that it takes several officers to try to get him cuffed, and that the act that is called the so-called kick was part of the arrest process and to attempt to get his hand in custody so he could be handcuffed.
You're saying the stomp and the kick was part of the arrest process?
It's not a kick. We'll leave that for trial.
Jamil Cuffey was not in the courtroom today. As for Officer Edward, he was released on his own recognizance and will be back in court on March 24th. If convicted, he faces up to a year behind bars. Outside of Brooklyn Supreme Court, Alice Gaynor, CBS 2 News.
And at the time, Cuffey says he suffered scrapes, bruises, and headaches. All charges against him were dismissed.